What's up, y'all? This is Coach TJ with NBA and Basketball Report. Basketball season is here. I am so excited about this upcoming season. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to give you 10 names of female basketball players in the state of Arkansas that I am excited to see. Let's get it. First on my list is Peyton CLE, 6-foot guard out of Fayetteville High School. This young lady is already on the ESPN 2028 watch list, which features some of the best freshmen in the country. She's already received offers from Arkansas, Kansas State, SMU, Florida, Wichita State, and others already as a freshman. So it's going to be real interesting to see her, how she battles against the 6A. She brings a lot of tools to the table. With her size, she has great footwork on her finishes. She can score from all three levels. She has a good motor, and she brings energy on the defensive end of the floor. So it's going to be interesting to see her battle in the 6A and make a run for a state title. Number 2 on my list is Easton McCulla, freshman point guard, class of 2028 out of Farmington High School. She is another player that's on the ESPN 2028 watch list with some of the best freshmen in the country. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Easton is the high school version of Caitlin Clark. All right, with her ability to do the things that she can do with the basketball, plays out of the pick and roll really well, can create her shot with ease, scores on all three levels, play make, passing, ball handling, she does it all. She has received offers from Arkansas, Ole Miss, Ohio State, Alabama, and others. So she is definitely one of those players that I'm interested in seeing this year. It's typically a learning curve for point guards when you're talking about being a freshman and playing at the varsity level. So I'm interested to see how she competes and how she handles the competitive nature of the 4A classification. Number 3 is Sydney Millington, senior point guard out of Valonia High School. She is one of the best players in the state, one of the best point guards in the class of 2025. She is committed to the University of Tennessee Martin, and she has been called everything: all state, all conference, all tournament. But the one thing that escapes her is being called a state champion. So I'm really intrigued to see how Sydney takes that role this year, leading her team to a state title, a deep state title run, and trying to capture that elusive state championship so she can bring that trophy back to Valonia. So when you're talking about her skill set, her ability to shoot, her ability to lead, her ability to make plays, finishing around the basket, she has all the skills that she needs to be able to lead her team. So I'm looking forward to see how she closes out her senior year. Number 4 is Jada Maples, guard in the class of 2026 out of Earl, Arkansas. Jada is probably the best player in the state that you don't know about. She does it all. She's right around 5'9". She's a guard. She plays on both ends of the floor, has good size, can score in multiple ways. She can create off the dribble. She can shoot the jumper. She has the mid-range game. She can finish through contact. She brings the energy and effort on defense. She has a motor. So she has all the tools you need. But she's got offers from Virginia Tech. She's got offers from Charlotte, Cleveland State, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and she's gaining interest from other schools. Now, she's not just a local player. She competes against some of the best talent in the country with her Mavs Elite team on one of the toughest circuits in the country, and that's the Under Armour circuit. So Jada Maples is a name that you have to know. Remember the name, write it down, jump on the bandwagon before it's too late. Number 5, Drew Jackson, guard out of Ball Knob High School in the class of 2026. Now, I'm really excited for this young player. She suffered a knee injury last year, and it's always tough coming back from injury, especially when you're dealing with the knee. She is a college prospect. She was getting interest from colleges. She's going to continue to get interest from colleges. But I got a chance to see her earlier, a couple of months ago, about a month ago, at Farmington High School. Her club team, the Shock, had an open run. So I was able to see her. Now, mentally, it's going to take a little bit. Physically, it's still going to take some time for her to get back to the player that she was. And I'm going to say around December, she's going to find her groove and she's going to continue to do the things that she does. So I'm looking forward to seeing Drew. I kept up with her the whole time she was injured and how she really worked hard to get back and be prepared for this upcoming season. So I'm excited to see her on the floor competing with her teammates and trying to lead her team to a successful season. All right, number 6, we have Mia Hopkins, forward, 6 foot, out of North Little Rock. Now, she is actually a transfer that came over from Bryant, and it just makes North Little Rock just scary. I mean, what she brings to the table defensively and offensively. She's in the class of 2027. The 2027 class is really deep, and she's an immediate impact player for that squad, I feel like, with her ability to rebound, her ability to score on the inside, her ability to control the paint, block shots, alter shots. She runs the floor well. She's just a versatile player. She's actually one of those players that could develop her skills and transition to a wing player. She could be a stretch 4. She could be a 3. So she really adds a different dynamic to that North Little Rock team. And with her transferring in now, I'm intrigued to see how she fits in, how she adapts to the culture, the coaching style, the playing style. So I'm really excited to see Mia Hopkins this year, 6 foot forward for North Little Rock. Number 7, Morgan Thornton, Easton point guard, 5'11", out of the class of 2027. Now, she's a transfer. She transferred in from Stuttgart, and it's going to be really interesting to see how she fits in with the program. I know they've got a couple of games already underneath their belt, but she's one of those point guards that has the size. She can see over defenders. She has the ability to make plays. She can score if you need her to. And then with her versatility with her team, she can play multiple positions. You can move her to the wing. She could even be a stretch 4 if needed. But her main position is she is one of the best point guards and has some of the most potential and one of the highest ceilings at her position in the class of 2027. So what I'm looking for her this year is seeing her come in, lead that team, and push them to new heights. Easton is a team that's kind of struggled over the past few years for various reasons. And so I'm looking for Morgan to come in and really push those players, push the team, and help move the program in the right direction. Morgan Thornton, point guard, Easton High School, class of 2027. Number 8 is McKenzie Williams, Lakeside High School, another class of 2027, point guard. And she is one of the best point guards in the state. I don't care what classification you talk about. I don't care what class you're talking about. I don't care if you're talking about 2025, 2026, 2027s. It doesn't matter. She is one of the best point guards in the state. And when she plays, you can tell that she's a coach's kid. Just from the high IQ that she plays with, understanding time and score, understanding pace, understanding the opponent, what they're trying to do, what her team needs to do. She really knows how to run a team well. And outside of that, she's got the skills. She handles the ball well versus pressure. She's a playmaker. She's a scorer. She's a finisher. She plays great on-ball defense. And she has a motor that you see night in and night out on both ends of the floor. And I've never seen her come in and not play competitive and compete and not play with any type of energy. She's already received a couple of offers. She's got offers from Harding and Ouachita Baptist. And I guarantee you, she's just a sophomore. She will receive a lot more offers before her career is over with. So a year older, a year wiser. I'm looking for her to use her voice more while she's on the court and be able to lead her team, not just with her skills, but with her voice and holding players accountable while they're on the floor. Number 9, we have Ariana Gooding, point guard, Northside High School, class of 2025. Now, she is arguably the top player in the state of Arkansas, especially in the class of 2025. She is arguably the top point guard in Arkansas in the class of 2025. And she has all the scores. She's right at 6 feet. She can easily see over the defense. She uses her size well around the rim. She has a respectable jump shot, and she uses her length on defense. Now, this prospect is committed to Colorado, and she chose Colorado over 25 other schools that was recruiting her. We're talking about schools like Creighton, UNLV, Columbia, Oklahoma State, and a host of others. So I'm really interested and intrigued to see how she does this year. She wants to solidify herself as the best player in the state, but more importantly, she wants to close out her high school career as a state champion. So Ariana Gooding, Northside, 6 foot point guard, class of 2025, Colorado commit. I'm excited to see her and how she closes out her high school career. Now, I know this video is supposed to be 10 players, but there's actually 2 players I want to mention at the end, and they're actually teammates from Conway, Somaya Jordan and Emory Bohannon. It's going to be really interesting to see how they do this year. They got to be in sync. They're both in the class of 2025. Conway lost last year in the state championship game to Central, so they're coming back with revenge on their mind and trying to prove that Conway is still one of the top teams in the state. So let's look at these 2 players individually. Somaya Jordan is a college prospect that is getting interest from several different colleges, is a point guard that I feel like doesn't quite get the respect that she deserves. She's one of the best point guards in the state, one of the best on-ball defenders, have a very high IQ, has a deadly mid-range game, and a respectable three-point shooter and finisher at the rim. Emory Bohannon is a University of Central Arkansas commit. She's one of the best three-point shooters, great athlete, uses her athleticism well on defense when guarding the ball and playing the passing lanes. She's quick, she anticipates, she finishes well at the rim, whether in transition or in the half court. And she is a threat from the three-point line, whether she's in the half court and spotting up or whether she's running the lane in transition. So those 2 players have to be in sync this year if they want to lead Conway to a deep state playoff run and have a chance to recapture their state championship. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated whenever I post a new video. Also, become a member of my Patreon page where you will get exclusive insights on the top female basketball players in Arkansas and surrounding states, along with tips on skill development and recruiting.